This crazy redness and swelling on my mouth hurts, it's uncomfortable, and it definitely doesn't look pretty, but I really feel this is part of my healing process. So let me explain why. But first, let me show you a little bit up close what's going on. So that's crazy, right? I made a video about 10 days ago explaining how my mouth had gotten swollen and red for no apparent reason, and I didn't injure myself or have any allergic reactions to something, and it progressively got worse. My lips cracked open, a film formed over my lips, and then the scabbing formed that you see now. And this is actually a second or third round of scabbing. In this video, I'm going to give an update on what happened since the last video, which is linked in the description below, and I'll cover why and how I feel this is actually a good thing that is happening to me, no matter how much it sucks right now. So I'll also cover what a healing crisis is and exactly what I'm doing to get better. And remember, if you have something going on with you but aren't sure where it came from, or if you are now or have ever tried to get healthy naturally but gotten worse and stopped, you'll definitely want to stay tuned for this video. So what's happened since the first video? So my mouth probably looks worse, but it actually feels about 1,000 times better than it did in that video. So in that video, it was difficult to open my mouth, let alone like brush my teeth and forget about shaving. So since then, all the scabbing has come off. It's come off like one or more times, some places like 2 or 3 times, and the swelling and pain is greatly reduced. And I'm able to shave and brush my teeth, which is super awesome. So as you can see, the scabbing, it fully came back and it's about ready to start coming off again. So there's no telling how long this will last, how many times it'll come back, and fall off and all that kind of stuff, and what else I will go through. There's no telling if it will stay the same, get worse, or whatever before it heals, in other words. So I showed a similar situation that I had with my forehead several years ago in the last video, and that one, it lasted for months. And it would get slightly better, then much worse throughout the whole scenario for months and months at a time, until it actually got really super bad and then amazingly better, with everything healed, both looks wise as well as massive reduction in some swelling that I had in my head that I didn't even know it was there until it was gone, right? So it was super, super cool. So I also had a major reduction in migraines from having them every day to about once a month, which for people that have migraines, that's like a godsend, right? So my mouth may go through similar ups and downs, but I believe it will ultimately heal and I will look better, feel much better, and be able to live better. And that's actually the tagline for My Fit Life: look better, feel better, live better. So what am I doing that is causing this? I mentioned in the last video that Shilajit triggered both of these reactions, but I also mentioned that I've been eating very healthy because of another issue that I have. And I'm doing a detox protocol right now, a version of the 21-day reset, which is a radically healthy food and supplementation protocol. And that is the exact same thing that was going on with me a few years back when the forehead scenario happened. Okay, so I was taking massive amounts of my cannabis oils and going through my 21-day reset cleansing protocol to get my eyesight back after going blind from glaucoma. So in both cases, I was and am doing everything right to get healthy. I'm taking in good and refusing to ingest the bad. The Shilajit was the linchpin in both cases that triggered these reactions because my body was primed for it. In other words, if I was eating a regular healthy regimen, that reaction would not have happened. I know because I did it while eating healthy. I took Shilajit while I was eating healthy and did not have these reactions, not back then and not now. Good stuff like energy, vitality, increases and all that good stuff, that's cool, but much different than hardcore restructuring and healing. What am I doing to ignite this reaction within me? It's a combination of things. It has just as much to do with what I'm not doing as to what I am doing. So I'm ingesting specific healthy stuff and I'm refusing all bad stuff. Refusing all bad makes sense, right? Not just sometimes, but all the time. However, this isn't a time for healthy lifestyle eating. This is a time to force healing, massive healing within me, okay? So even certain things that can be healthy for me will make me help the healing process. So I need to be careful what I ingest. Getting your body into a state of hardcore healing is difficult, and one meal can halt the process. So I'm doing an extended version of the 21-day reset right now. Basically week 3 and a slight amount of week 2. As far as food, I'm eating chlorella, nut butter, a nut butter that I personally make, and smoothies with that nut butter, chlorella, and some fruit. That's it. That's it as far as food. And as far as supplements, I'm taking the trifecta of health, which is the most Movida CBD Fico, which is this right here. Okay, the elixir of the gods, the Sheila G elixirs, and then I'm also doing our organic MSM crystals, which is this stuff right here. Super, super awesome. There's a couple other supplements specific to my current situation with some GI issues that I'm having. That's the original reason why I'm doing all of this. And there's a couple, like supplements like to break down the biofilm and heal my gut, etc. But I'm making a whole series on that, so don't worry. You'll be able to see all that and see exactly what I'm taking for that if you have gut issues yourself. Okay, that series will actually be more important than this one because it almost killed me, and I'm pulling through it right now. And this is just a symptom of that whole overall healing process that I've been going through for months. This is actually a severe form of what I call a healing crisis. Now, a healing crisis is basically a purge of toxins and other bad stuff from within. Through the cleansing and detoxification process, massive amounts of stored toxins, they get released and they need to be purged from the body. But during a program like the 21-day reset, it usually manifests in the form of like headaches or fatigue or body aches, etc. But during a more long-term healing process, like I'm going through right now, something like this can happen. Nothing can be done to make it better. Medications will only make it worse. So I have to encourage the release of these toxins from my body by eating the way that I currently am. I either have to go through this to get better or stay miserable. So I'm a health warrior. I understand health and healing better than most people on the planet, including and especially doctors, MDs. So I will continue down the road that I'm on until I either heal or die. Be sure to watch that first video if you haven't already, and check back to the MyFitLife channel for the next update to see how everything turns out. Let's see if I actually do get better. This is Al Marenton with MyFitLife, where knowledge is power and health is wealth. Peace.